Good day to everyone. I'm Vijayalakshmi. I'm Assistant Professor in Tirthangal Nada College. I'm going to explain the subject of software quality assurance. Objective. The main aim of the objective was to develop the skills and knowledge needed to ensure the software reliability, functionality and compliance. The main motivations, the students can understand the methodologies like use quality assurance tools and implement strategies to identify the mitigate defect throughout the entire software development lifecycle. So course outcome, these are the outcome. Outcome of the subject is it's demonstrate how the students, how the learners understand the software quality assurance principles and their applications. And from CO2, learners or students can understand the tools for test planning, executions, defect tracking and automations. And from CO3, the students can understand the internal quality audit. From CO4, they can understand the standards, models and framework to ensure the software meets business and their requirements, customer requirements. CO5 is case studies. That is effectiveness of the quality assurance strategies. Okay, so these are the course outcome of software quality assurance. So these are the agenda of software quality assurance, that is components of SQA, quality and quality system, quality control, design control, document control and standard and procedure in SQA. First we will see about the components of SQA. So first, what is mean by software quality assurance? So software quality assurance is nothing but is a systematic process to ensure the software product and process. It meets the specified requirements and standard. So actually it involves the application of set of activities and techniques understood throughout the software development life cycle. That is to improve the quality of software, prevent defect and ensure that software development and maintenance process are continuously improved. So these are the components: standard and procedure, planning, software testing, verifications and validations. We will see one by one. First we are going to see about standard and procedure. Actually establish the goals, guidelines or we can say templates is called the standards and procedure. Next we are going to see about the planning. Planning means developing an SQA plan to outline the quality goals. Next, software testing. In software testing we have two types of testing is there. One is functional testing, another one is non-functional testing. Functional testing means each and every component is tested individually, is called functional testing. Non-functional testing means it looks like how fast the software runs, how much memory it uses, how secure it is called the non-functional testing. So like unit testing, integration testing, alpha testing and beta testing is there. Unit testing means each and every component is tested separately, is called unit testing. Integration means these are the components, no? So you just merge, integrate together and after that you are testing, is called the integration testing. Alpha testing means the testing will be done in the developer side with the presence of developer, is called the alpha test. Beta testing means the testing will be done in the customer side with the presence of customer, no? It's called the beta testing. Next we will see about the verifications and validation component. So verification means ensuring the process is built correctly. It's called verification. For example, code reviews. Next, validations. Validation means ensuring the correct product is built. Example, testing against requirements. Next we will see the next component, defect management. So defect management is nothing, suppose our project is done. So identify the bugs is called the defect management. Identify and documenting how many bugs are there. Next, tracking the bugs and resolving the bugs is called defect management. Next, process management. Process management means monitoring and improving software development process is called the process management. Next, we'll see about the metrics and measurements. Collecting data to assess software quality is called the metrics. We can say example, defect density, code coverage is called the, these are the examples. Next, audit and reviews. We have two types of audit is there, internal audit and external audit is there. That is conducting internal and external audit to ensure compliance with the standard. Next, training and skill development. So, SQA people must provide the training to the team members on SQA process, tools and technologies. So then keeping the team updated on the latest industry trends and best practices also. Tools and automation is the next component. Tools and automation means tools, actually what purpose tools are used? Tools for requirement management, testing, defect tracking. So next component is customer and stakeholder involvement. That is, so get the feedback from customer as well as stakeholder. So based on that, quality expectations and requirements fulfilled. Next component is risk management, identifying, analyzing and mitigating risk that may impact software quality, and continuous improvement, incorporating lessons from the past project. So implementing feedback, keep the enhanced future process and outcomes. So each of these components contributes to building high quality software that meets both functional as well as non-functional requirements. Next, quality. What does mean by quality? So quality means representing degree to which a software product meets the requirement and expectation and standard also. So how much degree? So higher degree means it meets more expectations and standard and their requirements. Key aspects of quality in SQA. So first one is portability. Portability, the ability of the software to be transferred from one environment to another environment. That is software portability. That is that software should be worked on any platform. It includes adaptability, instability and replaceability. Adaptability means ease of applications to different environment. Instability, ease of installation, and replaceability, ease of replacing software. Next, usability. The ease with users can learn easily. So interact with the software is called the usability. So learnability, ease of learning how the software used. Okay. Next, efficiency. Minimal effort required to use the software effectively. Satisfaction, positive user experience, the main thing. So their satisfaction is also. Next, functionality. The software ability to perform the required task. Functionality means each and every functions will perform the task accurately and completely is called functionality. It includes correctness, interoperability, security. Correctness means conformance to the specified requirements. Interoperability is nothing but ability to interact with each other. Interact with the other system, you can say. Next, security means providing security, that is protection against unauthorized access. Next, we'll see about reliability. Reliability, the software capability to perform consistently is called the reliability. It includes availability, fault tolerance and recoverability. Availability means readiness for use, and fault tolerance, ability to continue the operations despite faults, and recoverability, ability to recover from the failures is called the recoverability. Next, maintainability. Maintainability means that is the software can be modified to correct defect, improve the performance. We can say it includes modularity, reusability, availability, modifiability and testability. So modularity means what? Actually the whole project is divided into small and manageable components is called the modularity. Reusability means again and again we have to use it. That is use of system components in other application is also is called the reusability. Next, analyzability means ease of diagnose the defect is called the analyzability. Modifiability means ease of making changes. And next, testability, ease of testing the software. Why we are doing the testing of software means to ensure it meets all the requirements. Next, performance efficiency, the software ability to provide appropriate performance to the resource used. It includes time behavior, resource utilizations and capacity. Time behavior, response time throughout the rates is called time behavior. Resource utilizations, efficient use of resource is called the resource utilization. Capacity, ability to handle a specified load. So by focusing on these quality attributes, SQA aims to ensure that software product is of high quality, that is meets user needs and it's robust, reliable and maintained throughout the life cycle. What is quality? Just now we have seen it. Quality means nothing but refer to the degree in which the software product meets the requirement, specifications and the standard. In quality, it is divided into two things. One is quality of design, another one is quality of conference. Quality of design. So quality of design means it's nothing but how well the software architecture and components are planned is called the quality of design. It includes clarity, consistency, modularity, flexibility, efficiency, scalability, reusability and maintainability. First we'll see about clarity. Clarity means the design should be clear and easy to understand. Consistency means the design should follow some pattern, consistency pattern or should follow the standard is called the consistency. Modularity, it's a module. The whole software should be divided into some components, should divided into smaller modules or smaller components. Each and every component is called the modules. Next, flexibility. The design should allow for ease modifications and additions. That is called flexibility. If you want to add something means it should allow the ease of modification. It should allow the ease of modifications and additions or deletions, updations or whatever it may be. Next, efficiency. The design should make optimism of resources is called efficiency. Next, scalability. The design should handle the increasing load without performance loss is called scalability. Next, reusability. Components should be reusable in different parts is called reusability. Last one is maintainability. The design should allow for easy maintenance and bugs fixes is maintainability. So why quality of design is ensure means actually it ensure that the software is well organized, efficient and adaptable to future needs. Next we will see about the quality of conformance. So quality of conformance refers to the final software product meets its specified requirements and design. It includes accuracy, consistency, reliability, compliance, defect-free, usability, performance and security. Accuracy. Accuracy means what? The software perform as expected goal according to the specification is called the accuracy. Consistency means all the parts of the software behave in the same way under the same conditions. Reliability. Reliability, the software consistency perform without failure is called reliability. Complaints. The software meets all regularity and industry standards, should meet all standard is called the compliance. Defect free, so minimal error is called the defect free. Suppose if you have a minimal bugs, it's called defect free. Next, usability, the software is user friendly and meets the user expectation. It should meet the students, customers satisfactions or fulfill their satisfaction is called the usability. And performance, the software runs efficiently and effectively is called the performance. Security is actually the software protect against unauthorized access is called the security. So quality of conformance ensure the software matches its design and meets user expectation. Next we are going to see about quality control. Quality control means nothing but it's a process to check it meets the required standard as called the quality control. Actually its meaning is testing and reviewing the software to find and fix any mistakes or issues are there before it is delivered to the user. That is main thing. Quality control. Quality control is a set of activities to ensure the software meets the requirements, that is standards and functions correctly. It includes testing, reviewing, inspections, validations, verifications, defect tracking and metrics. First testing, running the test. Why we are doing a testing? No, to find the bugs, to find and fix the bugs. Next, reviewing. Once we have written the code, then we have to check the code to design the documents for errors and improvements. Next, inspection. Examining the software to ensure it meets specification. Next, validations. Validation, I think all of you know about validations and verifications. Validation means ensuring the software does what it is supposed to do. Verifications, making sure the software rebuilt correctly according to its design is called the verification. Defect tracking. Defect tracking, suppose we have a bugs means first we have to track the bugs. How many bugs are there? Then tracking the bugs. That is recording and managing bugs and their bugs to resolve it is called the defect tracking it. Next, metrics, measuring different aspects of software to gauge quality. So quality control ensure the software product is reliable, functional and meets the user expectation. Now we are going to see about difference between quality assurance and quality control. So now objective. QA, that is quality assurance, focuses on providing the quality request will be achieved. Here is, that is quality control focuses on fulfill the quality requested. Next, technique. Technique as QA is a technique of managing quality. Here is quality control is the technique to verify the quality. Next, actually when it is involved, the phase, which phase? QA is involved during the development phase. But QC, that is quality control, is not included in during the development phase. Program executions is included, that is QA is not included in the executions of the program, but QC always included the executions of the program. Types of tool is QA is managerial tool, QC is a corrective tool. So process, which is process and product oriented. That is QA as a process oriented and QC as a product oriented. Aim. Aim is motivation is. The motivations of the quality assurance is to prevent defect. Here the motivations of quality control is to identify and improve the defects. Order of execution. Quality assurance, that is QA, is performed before quality control, but QC is performed after After the quality assurance activity is done, what and all is done by the quality assurance. After that only QC will be done. Next, technique type. Technique type is QA is a preventive technique and QC is a corrective technique. Measure type. QA is a proactive measure and QC is a reactive measure. So SDLC or STLC, QA is responsible for the software development life cycle and QC is responsible for the software testing life cycle. Activity level. Activity level is QA is a low level activity that identify an error and mistakes. The QC cannot. But QC is a high level activity that identify an error that QA cannot. Main focus on the intermediate process is called the QA. Primary focus is on the final product is called the QC. All the team members of the project are involved in QA. In QC, generally the testing team alone of the project is involved in QC. Time consumption is QA is less time consumed activity, QC is more time consuming activity. Next we are going to see about design control. It's a very important question, design control in software quality assurance. Actually main thing is it ensure, this is also a process that is ensure the software design and meets the requirements. So here it includes requirements gathering, design review, prototyping, architecture planning, documentation, standard compliance and traceability. Requirements gathering. First we have to get the requirements from the user and stakeholder. First gather the informations. Gather the informations from the user as well as the stakeholders is called the requirements gathering. Then design review. Check the design. Why we are doing the design? No, check the design for any error is there and to give the improvements. Next, prototyping. Create early models to design. And then architecture planning. Define the overall structure of the software. Documentations. Write detail about design documents for reference. Standard compliance. Ensure the design follows industries and organization standard. Next, traceability. Link design elements to requirement to ensure all needs are met. So I am going to give one example. Example for design control. A team is designing a new feature for an app. Okay. Then what it should be done? First we have to create a design. So the team actually create a design document that show how the new feature about work. Next, review the document. Once created and review it by who will be reviewed it means by the project manager should review the project and then approve design. Once the design is reviewed, after the review, so any issues are there means it is formally approved by the process manager. Next, version control. If the design changes later, it gets updated with a new version number. So version control. Next, store design. The approved design is stored in a shared folder. Then only the whole team will see it, can access it. That's why the project will be stored in accessible manner. Next, follow the design. I have given one example for document control. Okay, a team is working on creating a mobile app and needs to manage the documents properly. So here is the team writes a user guide to explain how to use the app. So review documents means the team leader check the user guide for any mistakes, missing informations will be there. Then approval. After reviewing, the team leader approves the user guide as ready to use. Similar, store documents means that that user guide should store in a shared folder. Then only it is accessible to everyone. Distribute documents. Once the user document is sent to, that is user guide is sent to the customer support team, they can help if user needed. Next, retrieve documents means make sure the documents can be found quickly when needed. So retain documents, the document is kept for the few years. Okay, so it should kept for few years. Dispose of documents once that is the documents are needed to no longer, then it should remove it. It's called the dispose of documents. Next, we are going to see about the standard and procedure in software quality assurance. What is mean by standard and what is mean by procedure? First, we will see about the standard. Standard is, actually I think all of you know about the standard. It's nothing but it's a predefined rules, a guideline is called the standard. It's a maybe company rules or industry standard. Example of the standard is coding standard and testing standard. I have given two examples. One is coding standards. So all developers must write code following a specific style as called the coding standard. Testing standard means every feature must be tested using both an automated method. For example, suppose manually, they have to test manually as well as the system oriented is also. Next, we are going to see about the procedure. Procedure is step-by-step explanations how to perform each task as called the procedure. Actually, what are the difference between standard and procedure? No, standard is what needs to be done and procedure is how to do it. So this is the difference between standard and procedure. So example of the procedure is, suppose if you want to write bug reporting procedure, how to write it? First open the bug tracking system, then write a detailed descriptions of the bug, then attach any screenshot or logs needed means you can attach it, then assign the bug to the correct developer as called the bug reporting procedure. So similarly we can say another example for, so these are the standard and procedure, that is login feature testing. Standard means what? Every login page must be tested for security as called the standard. Procedure means enter valid credential and check if login succeeded. So this is the example for the procedure. So next, agenda 2, we are going to see about 3 questions, that is process control, technical activities in software quality assurance, then identifications of testing tools. Process control. So what does mean by process control? Process control means it's nothing but it's in software development process. Consistently produce the quality product is called the process control. That is defining the process, measuring the process, analyzing the results and taking the corrective actions. Next, I have given a simple example for the process control, that is bug fixing process. Bug fixing process means imagine a team. Working on an e-commerce app. Okay, so first define the process, identify the bugs during testing. Okay, log bugs in a tracking system, assign the bugs to the developer, fix the bugs. Next, measure the process, track the time to fix each bug, count the number of how many bugs are there, whether 25 bugs or 250 bugs. So you have to count the number of bugs and monitor how many bugs are resolved. Suppose if you have 250 bugs means how many bugs are resolved. So you have to measure that process. Next, analyze the results. If analyze the result, whether if you have less number of bugs means the project is good. Okay, so suppose if many bugs are reopened, it might indicate incomplete fixes. Next, we are going to see about technical activities in software quality assurance. Technical activities means evaluating the software process and product to ensure they meet quality requirements. It includes requirements validations, design verifications and code analysis. Requirement validation means what? Verify the requirements are clear. complete is called the requirements validations. Design validation means software design meets the requirements is called design. Code analysis, assigning the code for source code for quality, security, that needs adherence to coding standard is called code analysis. Next, performance and security testing. Evaluating the software ability to perform under stress and protect against threats is called the performance. Next, testing. We have systematic executions of test cases. For example, unit testing, integration testing, system testing, alpha test, beta test, many tests are available. Unit test means what? Each and every component is executed individually is called unit testing. Integration means the components will be integrated together and after that testing will be done is called integration. Similarly, alpha test means the testing will be done in the developer side is called the alpha testing. Next, audit and review. So audit means independent evaluation process delivered to the ensured standard is called audit. Metrics and measurements will be also there. That is how many defect will be the density and test coverage. These are under metrics and measurements. Next, we are going to see about identifications of testing tools. So identifications of testing tools is nothing but selecting the tools, appropriate tools for testing activity. Actually, these main thing is these tools help with functional testing, performance testing and test management to improve the accuracy and efficiency. So these are the tools are available. First we are going to see about automation testing tools. So these tools mainly it is used for automatically run test cases and check whether the results are correct or not. So example is Selenium. Next one is performance testing tools means these tools actually check how well the software performs under heavy use or stress. Example, JMeter, Load Runner. Security testing tools means actually these tools find weakness in the software that hackers could exploit. Example, Burpsuit. Bug tracking tools. These tools track issues or bugs found during testing. Examples, Jira. API testing tools. API testing tools means actually check whether how the software parts will communicate. Okay, so it is how the software parts will communicate each other using APIs. Example, Postman and SOAP UI. Mobile testing tools. These tools are specifically designed to test mobile apps. Example, Appium. Continuous integration tools. These tools run automatically every time a developer updates the software. Example, Jenkins. Code quality tools. This tool mainly it is used to analyze the software code to find any errors or to find any improvements. Example, SonarQube. Next, we are going to see about types of testing, internal quality audit, project monitoring and control, statistical techniques. So first, how many actually different types of testing is available. First we are going to see about functional testing. Functional testing means each and every function should be tested individually. For example, testing login functionality. Non-functional testing. Non-functional testing means how the software run fast. That is called the non-functional testing. That is, it evaluates the performance, reliability and usability. Next thing is manual testing. Tester performs test manually without automation tool. I want to give some example. One example, that is if you are adding a plus b is equal to c, a value is 3 plus b value, for example, b value is 5 means what happened? 5 plus 3 is 8. So manually your checking will be done. It's called manual testing. So that is tester perform test manually without automation tools. Without the tools the testing will be done. It's called manual testing. Next, automation tools means this tool is used to automate repeated test cases. Example, Selenium. Next, unit testing. Unit testing means the pieces of code. The whole program is divided into some components, no? So each and every piece of the code will be tested. That is function, we can say functions or methods. Integration testing means the modules, that is the components connecting together. After that, the testing will be done is called the integration testing. System testing means testing the entire system as a whole, as called the system testing. Acceptance testing means that is software, whether the software meets the user requirement, as called the acceptance testing. Then regression testing is there. Regression testing means, suppose if you want to change the code, if you want to update the code, after that you have to, the testing will be done. It's called regression. That is, already the function will be there, existing function will be there. You are adding a new code. After that, the testing will be done. It's called the regression testing. Smoke testing. Next one is smoke testing. It's nothing but to ensure the basic functionalities work, basic functions and all. Then sanity testing are focused on the specific feature after small code changes. Performance testing, how the software performs under specific conditions, is called the performance testing. Security testing, security is the software, how the software is protected against the vulnerability, is called security testing. Compatibility testing means how the software works across different devices, browsers and operating system. Then exploratory testing is without predefined test cases to identify the unexpected issues, is called exploratory testing. Next, recovery testing. Recovery means recovery from some crashes or failures. The software ability to recover from the failure is called the recovery testing. End-to-end testing is test complete workflow from start to finish. Next, we are going to see about internal quality audits. The main goal, internal quality audit means a check whether the work meets the quality standard. Main goal of this internal audit is ensure process are followed correctly, find mistakes or weakness easily. Okay. A simple, I have given one small example, that is code review process. A company has a rule, that is every developer code must be reviewed by another team member before it is added to the project. Okay, internal quality audit might look like audit task, finding and actions. Next, we are going to see about project monitoring and control. So, monitoring and controlling are the process needed to track, review and regulate the progress and performance of the project. It includes perform integrated change control, control schedule, control cost, control quality, control communications, control risk and control stakeholder engagement. First we'll see about perform integrated change control means it may any changes to the project plan, when changes, for example schedule or any changes in schedule, cost or any other area means it should get approval from the concerned person, is called the perform integrated change control. Next, control schedule is the functions involved with ensuring the project work is performed according to the schedule. Control cost is within the cost, within the budget. The task should be involved within the budget, is called the control cost. So quality, control quality is quality of the project deliverable to the standard, is called the control quality. Next, communications, that is providing the communication need for each and every project stakeholders. Control risk is there and control stakeholder engagement. Next, we are going to see about statistical techniques in software quality assurance. Actually, it means it is used to the number of measures, analyze and improve the quality of the software process. Techniques, what are the techniques in it? Control chart, defect density and Pareto analysis. Trend analysis and regression analysis. Here we will see about one small example, that is control chart for testing. So imagine a team tracks how much bugs are found in each testing. That is, for example, cycle 1 we found 10 bugs, for cycle 2 8 bugs, for cycle 3 12, 4 50 bugs, and 5 9 bugs. So here is, it shows cycle 4 something unusual happened, because 50 bugs is more number of bugs, no? So like a major issues introduced in the code. So we have to investigate the cycle 4 and resolve it. Next, we are going to see about quality assurance and new technologies, computer interface, process modeling. Quality assurance and new technologies in software quality assurance. As we know, quality assurance means it meets, that is, it is a systematic processes, it meets the user requirements and specification standard. Okay, so now new technology is, that is, automation testing tools. Automation testing tools means it's nothing but automatically run test. It's reducing the manual effect, as called the automation testing tools. Similarly, artificial intelligence is there, continuous testing method is there, cloud-based testing is there, performance testing tools is also there. Next, we'll see about the computer interface in software quality assurance. Now we are going to see about interface. So interface refers to the point where two system or applications are connecting together. That is how the system, how the software interact with each other with the help of interface. So types of, we have two types of interfaces there. One is user interface, another one is application programming interface. So user interface means how the user interact with the system, how the user interact. For example, buttons. When your button is clicked, no, something will be happen. No, it's called user interface. Best example is submit button. So testing if a submit button works on a website. Next thing is application program interface. Application program interface means how two software system link to each other. So example, food delivery app. And then hardware interface also. The hardware interface means how the software communicate correctly with the hardware, as called the hardware interface. Next, we are going to see about process modeling in software quality assurance. So process modeling means it's nothing but it's a practice of creating a visual or structural design. It's called the process modeling. The key purpose of modeling is understand the workflow, identify the gaps, standardize process, improve the qualities. So simple example. So here is, we'll see about the simple example, bug fixing process model. So imagine a company wants to map out of bug. Okay, the process model might look like this. For example, bug found. That is during the testing, how many bugs are found. Okay, so log bug. So QA logs the bug in tracking system. Next, assign the bugs. If the bugs is there, no. Suppose if you have a 25 bugs, means that bugs should be resolved. How to resolve it? It should assign to the developer, as called the assign bugs. Next, fix bugs. The developer fixes the bugs, fixes the issues. Okay, it's called the fix bug. Next, retest. Once all those things are done, means again you have to redo it, whether the bugs are there or not. That is called retest. And finally, you have to close the bug. Now we are going to see about ISO 9001 in software quality assurance. Okay, software, actually ISO 9001 in SQA, it include focus on customer satisfaction. That is, ensure the software meets the requirements and works. Documented process, define all the documents, continuous improvement. So actually this standard mainly focused on regularly review and improve process to make software better. Next, risk management, identify the risk. in software development and take steps to reduce them. So internal and external audit is also there. These are the standard in 9001. Customer requirements is there, documented testing process, continuous improvement and internal audit. So these are the benefits of 9001 software quality. Key elements is customer focus, leadership, engagement of people, process approach, continuous improvement, evidence-based decision making, relationship management. So these are the standards. I have given one case study, that is example. Okay, thank you.